Hello everyone, this is Mega Boy X, and I talk about a lot of things, and this is mostly about Nintendo's situation and about the Switch 2 prices and Sparking Zero and a lot of other things that I talk about. Now, here's first things first. If y'all haven't known, I don't play Breakers anymore, and the reason is because most of the time is how they're handling with the game. Ever since the Baby Raider, the Super Baby Raider, Baby Vegeta Raider, they have not been adding maps. I was like, okay, try stuff and stuff, but then the second anniversary of the game, they just straight up just said, here's Yama 1, Yama 2, Cell Max, and that's all we're getting, and just go on Beast and Orange Piccolo as a transfer. So that really left me with a very disappointed with it, toward looking at to the point where I actually deleted the game and didn't even want to go back into the game. I used to enjoy playing this game, but with the region locks and the fact that they're just trying to not add as much content as they really really disappointed me. And it was like a good game to me, but it's just I didn't like it. It was the only Dragon Ball game I didn't enjoy out there. Another game I kinda don't like very content, but I still enjoy playing. But I enjoy playing still to this day, and it's Sparking Zero. Now Sparking Zero, yeah, it's as bad as Breakers, but I don't. But it's not enough to me for me to like quit the game. For me to quit the game, like yes, they have not been adding maps, nor even modes, nor even story modes for that matter, or even customization. Honestly, if we had a choice, and we went back in time before this game announced, I'd say delay it till June or delay it until October of this year. And so that way, if they had more time, they could give us more characters in the game, add more modes, touch up on the story mode a bit. Because, like, having only Goku and Jiren and Frieza in a what if, and Trunks and Gohan in a cutscene go up to the third power, but not have Piccolo, but not have Vegeta and Piccolo go up to third power feels stupid because it's like there was so much that they did in Super. Because, like, for Vegeta, he did so much in Super, but they just straight up forgot and whatnot, and this, that, and the third. I would have loved to see, like, them go. Honestly, I would have just combined all the story into one thing instead of just it being one separate thing. Because, like, it would be like we could have the option to switch between Vegeta and switch between characters within the story mode. I would have had the story mode just be instead of it being episode battle. I would have had the story mode just crammed into one thing and had more what ifs. Because I would have loved to see more what if characters like a feud between Goku and Gohan, Gogeta being in a certain power. Heck, even like the Broly movie stuff, or even superhero, if willing to go that far. Because if they had enough time, they could have had the superhero characters in the base game, maybe. And if they had enough time, they could have had like missing characters who were in the previous Budokai Tenkaichi in the game too. I would have said add some of the characters from the previous Budokai Tenkaichi plus superhero And if they feel like it, either like I say either make Dynamo DLC or make it to the base store. And then if they want to do DLC or not, then I say either make Dynamo DLC or just make like other characters, like make it so that we can have like other characters, like characters that could be perfect for the game. I don't know. But Sparking Zero is not a bad game. It's the community that's turning it into a mess. Yeah, the development team do show that they care, but nowadays they kind of show that they don't really care. Because it's like, they only added one thing, and that is like a face off thing with some memes, but that was like a thing that they did. And yeah, it was like something. I'm just all we're waiting for is is Universe 2, Dynamo Pack News, Sparking Zero, Dynamo News. Well, Sparking Zero, I think the trailer's coming tomorrow. Because, like, they haven't said anything Friday, and I don't think they're going to say anything in the weekend, so they'll say something tomorrow. Because, like, the Humble Bumble League, and yeah. But anyway, I've been trying to get my life better. I've been trying to do things. I've tried. I try to relax. It just, yeah. Now I'm gonna talk about the Nintendo Switch situation. That is kind of Nintendo's kind of being like, let me say, like, it won't change my perspective of view Nintendo. Like, they're still a good company, and like Nintendo to this day will. It won't change my perspective on how I feel to them, even if people be like, "Oh, you're just supporting a great." Like, it won't change my perspective unless they do something wrong that like maybe change perspective. Like them having high prices, it's not surprising because like a lot of companies does that, and I mean a lot of companies do that. So I'm not getting the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm never planning on getting it, even if I did. Cause like honestly, I want it's on the PS5. Get the Sonic Cross World and maybe get something else. I don't know. We'll have to see. So when it comes to Nintendo Switch 2, it has limited backwards compatibility. This, that, and the third. So the system itself is like uh $449, but it's gonna probably be like more with tax. And with the Mario World bundle, it's gonna be like $499, and probably more with tax. I'm gonna say this: if you want to pay, what is it, $80, $80 for a Mario Kart game, for Mario Kart World, I suggest getting the bundle. That's just my personal view of it. I suggest getting the bundle. The bundle would be a better choice. It would be advisable. Because, let me say like this. Because let me say, you'll be saving more money to get the bundle than it is when you got the But we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. But the other stuff, they increase the, but the system itself, they didn't increase, change, or do anything with it. Because, like, the pre-orders are, all that stuff is coming on April 24th, which is basically mm, this upcoming Thursday. So people who want it can get it upcoming Thursday. Now, they increased the stuff, so making it hard, making it even more pricey than it should be. I'm just glad I have a Switch Mini, because, like, I never would, because, like, if I got the Switch 2, I would mostly pre-order it, then get it, then really go to the store and get it. I mean, on one hand, it could break. So sometimes have been chances where if we get something from packaging, it will break within things. I mean, that is true, but I personally, if I was getting a system, which is have it shipped to my house, there's either some people who pre-order it from the store and go get it from the store, but there's some people who actually physically get it, go to the store and get it. Now, honestly, as it is, I hope the system does well, because, like, there are a lot of things it could have did better, personally. I mean, the graphics are good. It's just, and it does, like, a lot of, like, games that, like, normally the regular Switch couldn't handle. Like Street Fighter, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Integrate, and etc. Because it makes it possible for other games. Like, it could be possible for Tekken 8. It could be possible for, well, I don't know about Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, because, like, well, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is, like, I don't know situation. But my mind says thinking if they can do 6, then 356, and they can probably do Rebirth, but I don't know. I will have to. It will have to be seen if it can. For Dragon Ball games, they have not confirmed if any of the Dragon Ball games are going to be on the Switch 2. Sonic games, only Sonic and Shadow has been confirmed, and likely Crossbow is going to follow that. Because, like, for Legend of Zelda, it surprised me that they did both Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. It really did. Because honestly, I thought it was going to be one or the other. But they did both. Because honestly, the only Nintendo Switch update things that are technically worth it is, like, the Legend of Zelda games, Kirby, for the most part. And maybe Metroid and Pokemon. And maybe Metroid and now Pokemon is like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know. But for Jamboree, you will have to get a camera, an actual camera, to literally play the Switch 2 version. I mean, yeah, you'll get good graphics, but you need a camera to do the extra stuff that they have you do in the game. So it's like, oh, you need a camera. Oh, you need a camera to do some of that extra stuff in that game. I'm like, this is interesting. Interesting. It really surprised me that they didn't give us a free Mario, but that'll probably be later. Now, like this. I don't know if they're gonna update every single Nintendo Switch game, but I wouldn't expect them to do everything. Cause, like, here's the thing. While it would be cool for certain games to get, like, Switch 2 updates, cause, like, there's some that will. Cause I get the feeling that games that just gets, like, here's the thing. Games that just get updates are just mostly gonna just be like, oh, it's the same game, just better graphics and whatnot. So it's basically like this PlayStation 2. I mean, no, not the PlayStation 2, the PS5, where if you have PS4 versions of certain games, you can update them on the Switch, basically. Basically, what the PS5 does. I think even the Xbox does that too. Well, I think. But I know the PS5 for sure does it because I did it with Kakarot and I did it with Fighters. And I also did it with Xenoverse. So yeah. Neil, I even did it with Final Fantasy, but that's all I'd say. There's also gonna be like after April, there's gonna be a big update for Legends. They're gonna make it so that way you can play. Make it so that way they can do groundbreaking stuff for this game and do a lot for this game and whatnot. Now, as far as for what they're gonna do for Legends, I don't know. But they said they're gonna do some out of water stuff. So it could be possible for giant characters or ground battles or even landscape mode or even like other stuff. Like they could even make it so you can they can even make it that you can play giant. They can even make it so where giant characters aren't limited or even because like if giant characters aren't limited to be playable, then they might make the screen bigger. They might make the screen bigger so it's big enough so that giant characters can be seen. What are we gonna do? Now, what me is what they're gonna do with Shallot. Cause like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad he got Super Saiyan Blue, but it kind of felt like it's like compared to Super Saiyan God, it felt more like a transformation, like a here take it transformation. Like, oh, we've been wanting to have this transformation for a while. They just said, here, take it, take it. Still was a cool sequence for him when he drank against Dark Key Bergamo, but it just felt like a here, take it situation for him mostly. Another thing to think about is the fact how they're gonna handle the story mode, how, cause like Shallot's fighting Zaha, while Giblet and Majin Vegeta are fighting Golden Frieza, and then Goku Black intervene. I honestly want both of them to get new forms. I don't care how they do it. Like they could even get like if they do Super Saiyan 4, I wouldn't mind them doing that. Honestly. Honestly, I feel like if Giblet had Dark Key, if like King Guy wasn't brainwashed, I feel like he could have learned the Kaioken and could have like gone Kaioken times. Could have like did Kaioken with blue like Goku did. But the Dark Key Unleashed that Giblet has is kind of similar to Kaioken. Now they had enough time, Goku would have teach them. Goku would have teach Giblet how to maintain his Dark Key Unleashed like the Kaioken, but it's undone. I honestly want both of them to have a new transformation. I can take one of them having Super Saiyan 4 and one of them having Ultra Instinct. For which one I want. I mean, Shallot can do either way. Giblet, I mostly want him to go for. Because, like, I feel like he could work as a Super Saiyan 4. While Shallot could be either way. He could be Ultra Instinct side and then go Ultra Instinct. And then maybe after Ultra Instinct, he can get a new form. It would either be he goes Ultra Instinct or gains a new form. Because, like, Giblet has an entirely new form, which is similar to Super Saiyan Blue Berserk Vegeta from Heroes. And speaking of Heroes, there were Super Dragon Ball Divers, and yeah, it's not doing well, because like it doesn't have story mode. It doesn't have like, I mean, not story mode. It doesn't have manga. It doesn't have a web anime. It doesn't even have a game. It's not doing as great as. You know, I know there was someone who didn't like Super Dragon Ball Heroes, but so yeah. But it's not as bad as it. I mean, I wouldn't say it's as bad as it is, because like it could be good in its own way, but it's unknown to say. You will have to see. Well, anyway, so I will talk later. This is Mega Boy X, and I hope y'all have a mega day. Peace.